This is the last day of counting the Omer. We're reaching the 50 gate of Binah. Go ahead, Rabbi.
Page 405 on that. לשם ייחוד קודשה בחוש ונתבת ולאופים אופים אופים ולחדש שמבכה ובבכה בקודשנים בשם כל ישראל. הנה אנחנו באים לקיים מצוות צפירת העומר, לעשות נחת רוח לאוצר ולעשות רצון בועל.
Chag Sameach, Chel Chosh U'Madin, everybody welcome. I'm going to speak more English than Farsi, please forgive me, because we have some guests and some young crowd that I don't want to disappoint. Anyway, thank you for being here. It's an amazing, amazing night, amazing energy. Tonight, we're going to taste the Torah. We're not going to just listen to Torah. We're not just going to hear Torah. We're not going to understand Torah. Beyond everything else, there is one night throughout the whole year that we get to taste the Torah. It's a metaphor, but it's beyond the metaphor. Tonight you're supposed to taste the Torah. As we're going to read each section of the Torah, we read the beginning at the end of each section of the Torah. There are 52 sections, 52 parashot. We read the beginning and we read the end. By reading the beginning, we connect to the seed level of each parasha, and by reading the end of the parasha, we're connecting to the malchut, to the fruit of each parasha. So we get a taste of every section of the Torah. Again, we get to taste. You know, throughout the year, when you read the Torah during Shabbats and Moadim, we connect to the light of the Torah. We hear Torah. It becomes part of us. But we don't really taste it. The tasting of the Torah is tonight. And you're supposed to remember this taste for the rest of the year. That's one thing I wanted to share with you. But every year we talk about the benefit of staying up all night and listening to the Torah. The reason we stay up all night is because this energy that starts coming from 12 o'clock is going to last all night. About 3,500 years ago, every one of us was at the bottom of the Mount Sinai, and we were waiting for the light force of God to come. And we know that the light force of God did not manifest itself until way early in the morning, around 5-ish, around 4:30, 5 o'clock, when the day breaks. And some people lost patience, some people got tired, and some people fell to sleep. And they didn't receive what they were supposed to receive. So tonight, by staying up all night, we want to correct something that we didn't quite get some 3,500 years ago. What I want to share with you this year that we never had a chance to share, what really happens on Shavuot night? What really happens? This light force that comes, what does it do to every one of us? What is it supposed to do to every one of us? And what should we be asking for the light force? We are supposed to become a completely different person tonight. A completely different person tonight. The Kabbalists recommend and suggest that we don't want to just be a better person. You don't want to be a better person. You don't want to be the best version of you tonight. You don't want to say, I want to be the best Nader I can be. Or the better Nader I can be. You want to be a totally different person tomorrow. It says that your neshama tomorrow is going to reach to a point that this self of today will be surprised, oh wow, I could be this? I could have been such a soul? This light force that comes in, that comes from Atika Kadisha, it comes from the main source of light. Tonight is beyond Zeir Anpin, is beyond what we receive on Shabbat, is beyond what we receive on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur or Sukkot. Tonight we receive the light force that gives us immortality, that gives us a life force that we've never experienced. At 12 o'clock tonight, all of us are going to die for a split second, and we are going to be alive again in that moment. The concept of near-death experience happens to everybody on earth. Not just the human being, the animals, the fishes, the trees, everything. Everybody gets a new life force. And the more you are aware of it, the better it is for you. And once again, we want to be a different person tomorrow. Tomorrow you're supposed to look at yourself and you say, wow, I could have been this. I could have had this much potential and I didn't know. You're supposed to be surprised tomorrow of the changes that is going to happen to you. They explain, the Kabbalists explain, that this hidden part of you that you didn't know, there is a hidden part of your neshama that you're not aware of it yet. And you're supposed to get so much light that all this hidden part of your neshama is going to be revealed. That's why they call this light Or Haganuz, which is a concealed light. But this concealed light is going to emanate everything in you that you become revealed. You become a different person. You're supposed to feel different tomorrow. Actually, at the end of the day. You know, one thing that blocks all of us from receiving the light force is ego. Ego, selfishness, being self-centered. And there is a verse that I learned and I want to share it with you, and it's amazing. You know, sometimes we don't like ourselves. We feel like, I see somebody's getting a ticket already. Jacob, you're getting a ticket already. You know, sometimes the ego plays amazing game with us. Sometimes we're not so happy with ourselves. We haven't been such a good person. We've done something wrong. And tonight we want to cleanse all those negativities. Everything that we went through the last year, everything that we have done that has been negative, has created a shell around us, created a klippah. Tonight we can wash all that and become a brand new person, a totally different person. And the Kabbalah says, we're not worried about cleansing all those negativity that we have accumulated. They say we are worried about not cleansing all the positivities that I have done. What does it mean? I'm going to repeat it, and it's a very profound concept. If we understand it, it's totally going to change your life. You know, sometimes when we do something wrong, we make mistakes, we create a negative energy. Then it becomes part of you. That negative energy stays with you, and you're not gonna like yourself, you're not going to be happy with yourself, and the stupid ego keeps you down there. The stupid ego wants you to feel sorry for yourself, wants you to feel bad about yourself. It tells you you're not worthy, you're not good enough. You're not worthy to be here. You're not worthy to do meditation. You're not worthy to do tefillah. Has it ever happened to you that you get up in the morning and you don't so feel good about yourself, and you don't want to do the good things you want to do because you just don't feel good about yourself. Why? Because you said something yesterday that you're not happy with yourself, or you reacted the way that you shouldn't have reacted, and you're not so proud of yourself. All those negativity that we created throughout the whole year, tonight is going to be washed out. This light force that comes is going to wash out all those negativity that we created. We're going to be a brand new soul and a body tomorrow morning. And the Kabbalists are not worried about that. That's just fine. That's good. Tonight, it's a huge mikveh. We're going to immerse into this mikveh, and we're going to cleanse every negativity, all the klipot that we have created. That's a good thing, but that's not enough. The Kabbalist says that I want this light even washes out all the ego that came with everything good that I did. Because if you do something good and you're too proud of yourself, you did a mitzvah and now you're so happy with yourself that you did a mitzvah. It becomes ego. You think you're somebody now. You think you've accomplished somebody, and you're so happy with yourself. You're too much pride in you. And that becomes a klippah that it prevents you to do better things because now you're too happy with yourself. Everybody gets that? You know what I'm talking about? It's ego. وقتی که من یه کار خوبی میکنم و انقدر قربون خودم میرم، خیال میکنم I'm a righteous person، چه محبتی کردم، چه صدقایی دادم، چه کار خوبی کردم. اون جداری که به وجود میاد از اون ایگو، از اون غروره، کابالیستا میگن من نگران اون نگاتیویتی هایی نیستم که به وجود آوردم در طول سال. اونا همش واش اوت میشه. هر آونی کردیم، هر گناهی کردیم، امشب اگر تا صبح بیدار بمونیم و بخوایم از این نوره که منو بشوره، منو میشوره. Gonna cleanse it up. And that's the easy part. That's easy. The difficulty of cleansing is the cleansing of the ego. It's the ego that I think I'm better than somebody else. I'm more powerful than somebody else. I'm more important. I'm such a righteous person. The klipa that comes with وقتی که قربون خودمون میریم، وقتی که دیگری رو cut down میکنیم، خیال میکنیم we're better than somebody else, or I've done such an amazing mitzvah, now I'm somebody. Even that is going to be washed out. The Kabbalists, they're not worried about cleansing the negativity of the ovens. That's already is going to happen by itself. درست مثل این که شما میرید توی میکوه، میرید حموم، همه چیز تمیز میشه. That's a physicality. That's easy. Cleansing the ego. Cleansing خودپسندی. Cleansing self-centeredی. Cleansing که من I'm somebody now. Even that is going to be cleansed tonight. و تازه فردا میفهمیم که واو چه پتانسیالی من داشتم. من یه میسوا کردم، ببین من فردا باید ریالایز بکنم، یعنی من باید فردا تعجب بکنم که واو چه پتانسیالی من داشتم. من چه کارهایی مهمی میتونستم تو این دنیا بکنم. Don't underestimate yourself. And look into that potential. That potential only is gonna manifest itself tonight. The ultimate potential. The Kabbalists believe that tomorrow you're supposed to be surprised. You shouldn't know the person you were yesterday. فردا باید به خودم بگم این نادری کی بود؟ Wow! This is the power of Shavout. Cleansing, elevating to a level that we have not experienced in our life. And in order to get that, I have to keep asking tonight. Keep wanting the light force. And tonight, the rain that is going to come, the rain that is going to come through this light force is going to give power to everything that you invest tonight. You know, if you have a seed of an apple tree, you plant it and you give it water, it's going to grow tree. It's going to give you a tree of apples. If you plant a cherry tree, it's going to give you a cherry. Whatever you plant tonight, this light force is going to give it so much light that it's going to grow tremendously. So whatever you grow tonight, whatever you plant tonight, whatever you plant tonight is going to be a huge, huge tree for the rest of the year. So the recommendation of the Kabbalist is plant positivity, plant happiness, plant kindness. امشب فقط راجع به positivity ها فکر کنید. Because that's what's gonna get nourished. هر جوری که باشید امشب، این نوری که از آسمان میاد، این بارون نوری که میباره، اون زمینی رو رشد میده که امشب شما توش کاشتید. So don't think about negativity, don't think about what's uncomfortable, don't think about yourself. Think about a force that you are, a positivity that you can create, and being happy. The happier you are tonight, this rain, this light force that it pours in like rain is going to grow that feeling. It's going to make everything huge. So be happy, be cheerful, be proactive, be positive, dance all night, jump all night, and think positive, constantly think positive. I asked Amir to put only one picture on the podium. This is a combination of the Yud Kei Vav Kei. This combination, the Kabbalists believe, brings certainty. Certainty, emunah. They say that when Moshe Rabbeinu wanted to bring all the Israelites out of Egypt, he taught them this secret. This combination of the Yud, Yud Vav Dalet. The second one is Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud, Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud, Vav Yud Vav, Yud Vav Dalet Hey Yud, Vav Yud Vav Hey Yud. This combination, which is the Yud Kei Vav Kei, is a milui of the Yud Kei Vav Kei. It's the extension of the light force. It creates certainty. My recommendation to you is, as we're reading the Torah, inject certainty, plant emunah, because that's the vessel that we need. This is what you need for the rest of the year. It's a year of challenges. Challenges is coming right and left. Everything that you wish for, it comes in a form of challenge. If you ask for money, God doesn't give you the money. Gives you a challenge that money comes with it. If you ask for sustenance, if you ask for happiness, if you ask for a good relationship, God just doesn't throw your soulmate into your arms. It gives you a challenge that you should find your soulmate. So everything is with challenge. And in order for every one of us to be successful in our challenges, you have to have emunah. You have to have certainty. You have to understand that it's all good. Without it, you're not going to make it. And tonight you can plant the tree of certainty. And that's why I asked Amir Jun to put that picture on top. You could take a picture of it with you tonight. You could take it home. You can constantly, if I were you, constantly, as Rabbi Mordechai and Mr. Murim are reading the Torah, constantly meditate on the Yud Hey Vav Hey with these combinations, to a point that it becomes part of your being. And certainty, ask for certainty, ask for emunah. Because there is a force. There is a force in this universe. And God created this force to create free will, to create balance. And that force is called Amalek, which is uncertainty. That everything happens to you, it comes in a form that Satan gets in there and makes it not so good. Is it really coming from the life force? آیا خدا اینو به من داده؟ تنها طوری که میتونید موفق باشید اینه که امونا رو اینجکت کنید تو هر سیچویشنی که توی زندگیتون میاد. امشب میتونید درخت اموناتون رو پربار کنید، آبش بدید، رشدش بکنید، بزرگش بکنید. فقط با اموناست که میتونید زندگیتون رو عوض بکنید. There is nothing but emuna that solves and helps in every challenge of life. So Izzat Hashem, we're going to bring emuna, we're going to bring certainty for the whole world. We're going to connect to Moshe Rabbeinu tonight. Besides connecting the Torah, we're going to connect to Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu is our channel, is our conduit. Who wants? Okay, we have already designated Shavout June. He's going to open the Echad for all of us. We have